Java is an amazing island where jungles and active volcanoes border ancient temples and palaces. Being here means experiencing the taste of Indonesia, its natural beauty as well as the chance to touch the iconic pilgrimage site. While walking through the jungle, you can stumble upon the architectural wonder of Borobudur and visit the Prambanan temple. The majestic temple complex of Borobudur and the complex structure that is considered lost in the island's jungle. The temple is considered the largest Buddhist temple in the world. The name Borobudur comes from Sanskrit Tanhara Buddha, which translates as Buddhist temple on Mount Borobudur, is sometimes called the Temple of 1,000 statues, but there are only 504 Buddha statues in the temple. According to one of the legends, will the other statues to be buried on another Shakyamuni in the center of the universe. The temple is built from 2 million stone blocks. To date, scientists cannot determine the exact date and duration of construction of this object due to all the excavations that have been carried out. An approximate date was officially announced at the foot of this building, about 800 years. According to the researchers, 1,000 craftsmen and sculptors were involved in the construction of the temple. To fill the artificial mound that became the foundation of Borobudur, it took about 70 to 80 years. How long the complex itself was built unknown. Scientists only gave approximate information. The construction and masonry of this temple are unparalleled. It is important to note that it was built without the use of cement or other adhesive mortars. The walls of the gallery of the Borobudur complex are lined with 1,460 stone slabs with bas reliefs that tell the life of a prince. The total length of the bas relief is approximately 5 kilometers. An interesting fact, because the temple was discovered in the 20th century, is that there are 3 Buddhist temples in this area, and in Borobudur itself it was found that, according to researchers, all 3 temples are on the same straight line, which supposedly suggests some kind of religious connection between them. Borobudur was built as a huge, unfortunately in the form of a 34-meter-high mandala, and vaguely resembles a huge step pyramid. The temple has the shape of a square. The length of each side is 120 meters. Inside there is a Buddha statue. The lower part of the complex symbolizes the lower world. The earth consists of 5 square stone terraces standing on top of each other and decreasing one after the other, which are surrounded by high balustrades above the 3 round upper terraces, which symbolize the upper spiritual world. The last upper terrace crowns the center, symbolizes the top of the mountain of the world. After one of the strongest volcanic eruptions in 1006, the ashes of Borobudur kept under a thick layer, the first forsaken memory of the people, just a legend of protection. Lush vegetation quickly grew on the fertile volcanic soil and for centuries hid a unique historical monument from human eyes. Incidentally, in 2010 the volcano woke up to the eruption. The temple was again under the ashes as in the distant past, but this time volunteers quickly cleaned it with the help of powerful industrial vacuum cleaners. Scientists suggested that the Mount Merapi eruption forced residents to leave their land to look for other habitats, which led to the gradual oblivion of this temple. Only hundreds of years later people came to this place they accidentally discovered. Fragments of forest stones protruding from the ground, although the excavations were started by the Dutch soldiers who had replaced the British in 1835. Most of the huge console construction was cleared of vegetation and a thick layer of volcanic ash after the Dutch authorities had studied the structures of the fool. They wanted to completely dismantle it in order to transfer it from the jungle to another location or in parts a museum in the world to distribute. Luckily this project was not implemented and the largest framework of Buddhism stayed in place. Later the first large-scale restoration was carried out. A hill was fortified that supported a huge stone structure with a volume of 55,000 cubic meters. Since historical monuments actively looted sculptures, bas reliefs, ornaments of the sea were taken away for souvenirs or for sale. Only a king of Siam after visiting Java Island in 1886. The height and ornamental elements of 8 teams were the only surviving sculpture keepers among Unea, and what other unique artifacts were stolen from Vasilyev's private collections. You remain a complete secret to us. The construction of this object is only speculation and the guesswork of scientists. In the second half of the last century, UNESCO friends carried out a huge job on the complete restoration of the completely dismantled structure, after which the complex was reassembled, called Borobudur, the stone encyclopedia of Buddhism. Pilgrims on the way from the lower steps to the upper grasped before him. As they move from the foot of the temple, the main thing unfolds the story of the life and teachings of the Buddha. Illustrated with reliefs and Buddhist symbols and sculptures, a 5-kilometer-long road leads to the top of the temple in a spiral, which bypasses all 8 one after the other. Borobudur, with its diversity, its pointed towers made of stone sculptures and statues of Buddha, is an outstanding work of ancient art. This is a really incredible and amazing place. The temple itself is surrounded by a beautiful park which is pleasant to walk and relax. Buddhist philosophy inspires believers, and romantics meet the dawn.
Hey bros, what's going on? This is Cotton. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.